Yo, what's up, everybody? All right, today I had an issue with my X1C. The nozzle had clogged, and I pulled the extruder apart. I pulled the nozzle out, the hot end. I cleared everything up, put it all back together, and when I went to load new filament, it kept thinking it had to unload filament, and there wasn't anything in there. And I tried everything to clear I looked at the sensor, I looked at all this stuff, and I figured out the issue, and so this might be able to help you. Just stay tuned. All right, so guys, this is what you got to do. You take off this cover, right? Now the first thing we want to do to get to the issue that I believe that you might be having, if you've already went through all the different methods of clearing this, clearing the extruder, and this is also pulled out, and there's nothing in here. You know for sure there's nothing in here. So we're gonna get to the next step. We got to remove this right here. So pull that out. I'm gonna set my phone down for a sec because this clicks out. You'll see here, but you want to keep going just a little bit further, because what's going to happen is if you don't go far enough, which happened to me here, the screw is going to interact with the body right here, and I was wondering why it was being so weird when I initially got this out. But you want to pop this, you want to be able to move this enough, it's going to come down like that. It just comes right out of the way. This is the blade here that cuts your filament. You can get that out of the way. Now the next thing you want to do is grab your small Allen key. These two screws right here next got to go out, so we'll get at those. Now the thing is, take this here off. This is the sensor for the filament, right? And on the bottom side of it, there's this tiny little black sensor tip. That is where you're going to see this little this piece of metal inside here. I'm trying to move my phone. This piece of metal in here has to be free. So get your Allen key, connect it to the end, and this, you should be able to pull this out a little bit. It's magnetic. It's going to connect to your Allen key, and you should be able to pull that out a little tiny bit. It should be in, so that when you connect and you pull outwards, it comes out to a point. Now what that's going to do is when you have filament in there, see, it pushes that up against, and then it's going to connect up to this and be magnetized to it because it's a little tiny chunk of metal or whatever, magnet or whatever. And that's going to make the connection saying that there's filament in there. So, long story short, if this right here isn't moving, what you got to do is you got to jiggle. What I used is this razor blade tip like this. It's like and I went in and I played around. I kind of pushed on it. I pulled on it a tiny little bit. There was some plastic little chunks in there, and I cleaned that up, and that made all the difference in the world. It was able to move back. As soon as I turned on the machine again, it wasn't showing that any filament was loaded up, so that seemed to do the trick, and I hope it works for you. If that's not the issue, let me know in the comments, and we'll work together to try to figure out what might be wrong with your machine. All right, have a good day, guys.